How many times have you said yes to something even though every fiber of yourself was screaming no? How many times have you said yes to, staying back over time, going to that event you don't want to, or letting a family member overstep you just because you think, setting boundary makes you feel guilty, makes you feel like a bad person? Hi, my name is Gracie, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to set boundaries with a family member, a friend. Just set boundaries with whoever without feeling the guilt. What if I told you that setting boundaries isn't selfish? It's one of the most necessary acts of self-care because that's how you protect your time, your energy, and just yourself overall. But listen, I get it. Feeling guilty is really normal, okay? So today I'm gonna break it down and show you how you can set boundaries without, that guilty feeling. Okay, so now we need to normalize, that guilty feeling. Because feeling guilty does not mean you're doing something wrong. Feeling guilty means you're just challenging, some lifelong pattern that you've been doing for I don't know how long. Okay, so there's many reasons why we can feel guilty, okay? But the most common one I've noticed is most of us, okay, we're taught to be people pleasers. We're taught to act well. We're taught to, not argue, right? And that starts to become a pattern and you start to become a people pleaser, okay? Meaning, you have no sense of self-respect, okay? Or let's say, another reason could be maybe you think that saying yes will be better because you don't want to say no because, it might lead to an argument. It might lead to disappointment. So you just think that saying yes is so much more easier. Setting boundaries is simply just clarifying that, I don't want to do this. I'm not comfortable with this or something, right? It's not like you're physically attacking them. So you have no reason to feel guilty. You're just saying that, I'm not okay with this, and that's fine. Before we actually get started, you need to shift your mindset, okay? Because listen, guilt does not come from, I don't know, something random. Guilt doesn't just come from, I don't know, from the air. It comes from a certain thought, okay? And listen, I'll show you exactly how to, fight that thought, how to get rid of that thought. See boundaries as, an act of love, okay? It's an act of love for you and the other person because setting boundaries creates, a more clearer and healthier friendship or relationship, okay? Because without boundaries, you're bound to, build resentment for the other person, and you don't want that, right? You are not responsible for their reaction. You're responsible for your own reaction, okay? You're responsible for making your boundaries clear, okay? But how they react, how they feel is not your responsibility. It's their responsibility. So why are you mad about something you can't even control? Why are you feeling guilty about something you can't even control? Give yourself permission. Tell yourself, I am allowed to protect my peace. I am allowed to prioritize my own needs. Say it until you believe it. Okay, I'm going to give you a 3-part formula on how to set boundaries because it's not about being harsh. It's about being clear. So the 3-part is really simple, okay? The 3-part formula is 1, it's going to be validate. 2, it's going to be how to set boundaries. And 3 is how to offer an alternative. Let's say the situation is on a late Friday. Your boss asks you to finish, I don't know, some project, some presentation by Monday, right? So your validation would probably be like, oh my God, thank you so much for thinking about me to do this project, right? But your boundary is probably, I understand that you want me to do this project, right? But we already agreed that I would do this other project. And I can't do both projects without dropping something else. So your alternative could be, oh, I mean, I could start it on Monday if you want, or we could connect on Monday and we can, check and reprioritize my tasks. So, situation number 2. Let's say a friend is constantly calling you, constantly texting you, venting about something, okay? Constantly draining your energy. So your validation is probably, oh my God, like, are you okay? Oh my God, I care about you so much. Like, oh, I love helping you during hard times. But the thing is, your boundary is that you only have 15 minutes to actually talk to your friend before you have to go do something else, right? So your alternative could be like, okay, so let's focus on the most urgent thing you have and make our way down in the next 15 minutes because I have something to do. So after those situations, you can see that you're not attacking them, okay? You're just simply stating the fact that, oh, you have a non-negotiable life you have to live, okay? You have stuff to do, okay? So you're not attacking them. You're just offering them, an alternative because you can't do it. So either way, you have no reason to feel guilty. Okay, so now what happens if they try to push you back? Try to guilt trip you or they get upset. If they keep pushing you, okay, if they keep trying to push you, guilt trip you or something, say, I get that you're disappointed, but I can't do that. Or, I've already given you my answer. I already said no, so it's a no. But if they keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, just continue restating your answer. Just be like, no, I already said no, okay, and it's a no, okay? At some point, they're gonna get so sick of, you saying no, that they're just gonna stop, okay? They're just gonna stop trying to push, and that's it. You don't need to justify, you don't need to argue, you don't need to defend yourself endlessly, okay? Because your boundary is already enough. Remember, setting boundaries is a muscle, okay? The more you practice it, the more you will become confident. The more you become confident, the more you feel less guilty, okay? When you start setting boundaries, you'll start to feel more empowered and confident over your own life and energy. Okay guys, this is the end of my video. Bye!